So you are a user. Fascinating.
So I have
Follow
a
me.
icon so that I can explain what
To be
I'm
transported to
doing
the combat
while
training
I
arena.
do this
Step
run.
To pick up your disc, face it, and press the action key. Enter the... Oh no, T-Junction has breached this portal. Enter the exit key.
Cuts off Byte's dialogue early so that you can continue
On your platform.
and you can jump off there without taking damage. It's good RNG.
Something's
build
going
note.
wrong. Rami
Now
failed
we're
to
going to
transfer the
perform the
data.
first glitch where you see this right here. You can click it
The only way out is up through here.
and cut off
In the
Byte's
next
dialogue.
sector, there is an archive bin that
Jump
contains a
over here.
subroutine that will enable you to jump. Locate
then
the archive
cut
bin
him
and
off
retrieve
there.
the sub...
And then if you quick save and quick load,
This
it cuts
way,
off
user.
his dialogue early as well. And that glitch works for any dialogue in the game that's not a part of a cutscene. The second glitch of the game. Not
Greetings,
really a
thanks,
glitch,
program.
just a skip. So you can jump
Greetings
off
from the
this,
thanks program.
jump off the top. Just interact and press 1. We don't need the blaster. It's the worst subroutine in the whole game. And we don't
Subroutine
need
to
to
off
avoid
in
the
the
yam test. But we can just perform the same glitch to get out of the level early. I can quick save here just in case we accidentally kill Rami, which happens from time to time. I don't think that. Alright. Moving on. Quick save. Okay, I'll need to get that build note.
You do not
Because
have
we
the
need to
proper
have
permissions.
a version number of 3.0.0 by the Power Oculus level. Performing the second glitch of the game. Go up here, wait for it to spawn, jump here, then jump slightly to the left, hold forward. Then you hold forward and right, and then once you hit the ground, you hold forward and left to not fall off the ledge.
Port activated.
And to not fall into the void and
Illegal
die.
program detected in exit port sector.
You can
Quarantine
hold
protocol fields
F
raised.
while interacting with it to continue
Additional
to interact with it
quarantine
even though you're
protocol
not So you can do that for
Additional
any
quarantine
security
protocol fields
resident
raised.
station.
with, including orbs.
Additional quarantine protocol field raised.
Another small glitch here. Stand on top of this, crouch through that section.
Quarantine protocol measures offline.
Straight and we saved 2 minutes, or 2 seconds. All you need is the Y out.
Program.
Here's your rod primitive.
State
Once
and
on the
jet.
grid,
Prepare to
activate
enter
the
zone
resident your light
There's
cycle.
only one build note per area, except in the second area after you do the tutorial over here.
To learn how to operate.
Quick save and quick load to skip his dialogue. And then we just wait. There is a bit of a RNG factor to this level, where not all of the bins have the same permissions each time. So we'll have to find the bin
First, the
permission
basics.
5, I believe it is. Alright, so this part we need to be quick. There's 2 build notes. There they are.
Programs scheduled for grid competition are to enter light
We can
cycle
check
arena
this one really
immediately.
quickly. It's not that one. Now we need to just go to the arena to not lose any more time. You can skip every light cycle in the game when you're doing the any %. So you can just kill yourself and then use the arrow key to tab over. For this part, you just want to run
Programs Jet, Sim,
all the way to the
Frog,
back.
and Crom. Prepare to enter Grid Arena 2.
Get the build note, talk to him. We don't want to skip his dialogue because it doesn't really matter. We're gonna check. Okay, it's permission 4 and it's that one. But what we want to do, let's go over here.
Are you gonna wager or what? Hold on, I can't make up my
Can't
mind.
skip this
Hey,
dialogue.
program, do you have any insight on which racer will win the next heat?
Definitely the blue racer.
You sound pretty confident.
And while his dialogue is going on,
We're now down to 2 racers, and what a round this has been! Okay, red is hugging the wall, blue is doing the same. They're hurdling
That
for
was
each other at top
RNG
speed.
right there.
Only one time out of this victorious. My friends, this is light cycle racing and it's my...
Enter Light Cycle
so it
Arena
automatically
immediately.
skips his dialogue. We go into here and we get the 5 build points. This part, we have one more build note to get.
Programs
What we
Land,
need to
Jet,
do.
2.
For the record, you have a 1.19 E to
Get
the
in
-7
first by
chance of
skipping
winning.
the dialogue.
Mercury has never been defeated.
Oh, build notes over there. So you can use the Y amp to just jump right up. Doing pretty good on our version number thus far. Then we just have to wait.
Programs scheduled for grid competition are to enter Light
Welcome
Cycle
to the Light
Arena
Cycle
immediately.
Racing Finals! In this double elimination match, Jet and Land are squaring off on one side of the arena, while Mercury and 2D are on the other side.
You can take out enemies quietly using the rod primitive. It's to activate, press and hold the fire button.
You can skip Mercury's dialogue.
If you have a fuzzy signature subroutine, this would be a good time to install it into your system.
Unauthorized program failed.
The quick save and quick load is going to save a lot of time because you can just skip every single person's dialogue in the whole game. So for these long dialogues here,
We need to get...
quick save and quick load.
What's your plan?
We want to act... In the meantime, make your way to the processing level. I'll contact you later with more information. The prisoner cell area is right
This
through
part
that
we
door.
can't really skip
Use this permission
because,
key to activate the bit
we
controlling
need to
the
be
door
quick
out.
on this part.
Prisoner Rami routed to bin cell 10010010110.
Because he wears...
I have to reload.
Prisoner Rami routed to bin cell 100101110.
Sometimes skipping the dialogue for this level puts the drone sentry thing in a bad place because if it shoots you, it alerts the entire level that you're there. I'll open this door, upgrade the Y amp, and then you're just gonna want to run. Alright, we're gonna need to let Rami out.
Let's get out of here.
Ow. We're gonna hide. Come on, Rami.
Entering junction volume.
Data
The
stream is active.
ICP's fire the witness. It'll scare Rami back off.
Nose deactivated.
You're gonna wanna hide. Alright, we're gonna quick save for this part. We're gonna take our upgrade. Because we're gonna need to take a little more hits here.
I found an anomaly! Restore order to the system! Send me
Alright. So you're gonna wanna go up this ramp. Enter this room to get the permission right here. Then we're gonna go back down the way we came. Hug the left wall because there's an ICP in this hallway that will see you, which is why the music started. And sometimes the sentry drone will be there as well. Alright, so what we're gonna want to do is go to this right here. Do 2, 3, and 4. They all download at the same speed, regardless of their energy, because they are corrupted. So we're gonna want to go here and equip that, decorrupt that, F to get our health back.
Code alert. Improper disk access.
So now with power up, we can block their discs back at them to do damage. So we're gonna want our energy. Block him. Come on. Alright. Alright. So now we got our armor.
Impressive.
For our arms.
Connect node deactivated. Have a nice microcycle.
We found an anomaly! Authorized progress program!
I'm gonna go ahead and get this health. I didn't mean to hit the split button. Then you can kill the sentry drone here to automatically kill that ICP. You're gonna want a quick save for this part, because this part here for me. Wow, I am very surprised. Normally that ICP that's on this side of the bridge will go to the resin station and resin a sequencer ICP. But I did it fast enough that it didn't matter. So the viral shield is corrupted, and so you're going to want to decorrupt that. This is some pretty good build node RNG. Activate the bridge, jump. We're going to pass over that health, we don't really need it.
Node deactivated.
You can just press a spacebar to skip that dialogue. Take the health.
Executing escape routine!
There is another ICP back that direction, along with a sentry drone thing. I don't think now we're gonna need to get permission 5, I think. Yep. And then you're going to want to go to this right here and take 1, 2, and 3. Primitive charge is also going to be corrupted. So we're going to want to decorrupt that. Primitive charge is one of the best utilities in the game because it increases your damage across all of your attacks. And we'll be using the primary disc for most of the encounters. The clusters for boss fights and for the data ring. Alright, so there should be one more ICP because I didn't kill him earlier. I'm not sure where he is though. There were 2 ICPs, I think, and I only killed the sequencer one. He might not show up. Alright, for this part, you can just run straight and then jump, and then jump again, and reach the end of the level.
Connect node deactivated.
Complete this level, it'll be the end of the display.
Alright, scripts, we're pulling out! Other systems are on system ring! Nevertheless, unauthorized program!
then for this part you'll crouch to enter the hole, and then you immediately release once you enter, hold forward, otherwise you'll be stuck in the wall. It takes some practice to get it, but if you can do that, it skips a huge portion. Then you're going to want to enter here.
Activating security resin station.
I'm going to go ahead and get this if I have time. Alright, there'll be another ICP on the right. Alright, his dialogue, you can skip.
The reformer is coming.
By throwing your disc and immediately
take his permission to get out of here.
So you don't need to do the quick save and quick load skip for him. He's the only program in the game that you can do that with though. This part, we're going to do the same skip again.
Full data erasure in sectors 32, 64, and 46.
Pressed it too late, and now Jet's going everywhere.
I'm losing
Jet.
dead ends everywhere.
Oh my goodness. This could end up. Alright. Now you're going to want to jump to the left so you don't fall in that hole. Jump over the lights, and now you're technically out of bounds, so the Zealots do not know where you are, so they're just going to stand still while you are up here. Now there's no way, to my knowledge, to skip past the force field, so for this part you just kind of have to wait. The Zealots will all run towards the red wall over there, as you can see here, because the last place the Zealots registered me was over by those blocks, so they should all die as the wall passes through them. Part you have to be careful on, because you need to wait until the red wall reaches about halfway through that pond there. You can see the light. Alright, so now we're gonna go. Because we need enough time to reach the bottom, you need to hug the wall, otherwise you're gonna take fall damage, so you need to fall onto that little ledge. These guys you can just strafe and jump to avoid. Don't walk backwards on accident, because the red wall will kill you. Yes! Goodness gracious. All these blocks getting corrupted.
Yes! Got him.
You can hug the walls on the right so you can see them before they're finished spawning to get easier headshots. For this part we have quite a bit of time. I'm gonna decorrupt the blocks, because I have 2 of them now. Alright, so you can press F and hold it and walk away from the orbs. And you can stand here. The Zealots spawn at the far side of the room, and they will not attack Mathria or bite. They're only interested in you. So you can sit here and wait about a minute. The wall will slow down, but you don't want to be anywhere close to it. But right about now you want to leave. Kill these Zealots. Then you can jump in here and hold crouch and avoid the rest of the Zealots. Or the rest of the encounter. And we saved a minute and 41 seconds. This level, you only need the YM.
I'll show you.
Until you get the LOL gun.
Who are those people questioning my father?
The
What are correction algorithms?
correct.
Mathria, can you send me back? I must return home.
Sorry, Jet.
So you can skip all of Mathria's dialogue several times. It only skips it 1 line at a time, so it's probably only beneficial to you to skip the long dialogue and not the dialogue that's only like a sentence or 2. because in the time it takes to quick load the game, it probably didn't save you any time. So we gotta wait, talk to Mithria, then there's no point in skipping the dialogue because it'll take us that amount of time to walk over here. You're gonna want to activate it.
As you command.
I'm on it.
The red one, the yellow one,
Right away.
then the far yellow one, and then the green
I'll get
one.
right on it.
Now this part is a little tricky, because if you activate this thing too early or too late, the programs won't enter it, and until you hear that
Returning to
ping
storage.
to let you know that they reached
Shutting down.
I'm on it.
the
Signing off.
point where the programs can enter it. If you interact with them while the disk is still moving, it hasn't sat into place yet,
Right away.
the program will think that the entry point is not open, so you have to wait. Then activate that one. Okay.
I'll get right on it.
So you just have to be mindful of that and make sure that the ring is completely done moving before
Node deactivated.
before you interact with the program. Okay, there's no build point there. So we're gonna want to jump here and get the LOL gun. Because you will definitely want it for this part, considering we don't have the sequencer or the blaster.
Can you retrieve?
Certainly.
So you can skip his dialogue. And for this part, we just have to wait because it's not dialogue. After we get the email, the little drone things are going to be flying around, so we're going to
Here's
want
fragment
the gun
number one.
out
Have a
to take
nice
care of
map.
them. You can just left click to... Oops, missed it. And activate it. It's a very precise weapon, so it's kind of hard to hit him sometimes. Alright. You can mash F as you jump there, like I just did, to interact with the little terminal. Alright.
Can you retrieve Tron?
Sorry, that's restricted.
Okay, get some info.
I need that fragment. How can I get it?
Eliminate the finders scanning the stacks.
No point in skipping this dialogue since it's so quick. Where is the last one? There it is. I don't know why it took so long to spawn. Alright, then you're going to want to just hug this wall here, so that the finders don't see you. I have no idea why that other finder is taking so long to spawn. It might have just been that I skipped the dialogue and it was timed to go through a wall at a certain point or something. I'm not really sure.
Sorry, away. Here's fragment number 2.
So the finder's going to come out of that door. You might be able to slip by. Alright. Okay. I don't see the build note. We're going to want all 3 from this level. So the last 2 are probably at the end.
Can you retrieve?
Not while those finders are scanning the stacks.
Okay. Now, then again, we're going to want to hug this wall. For this one, since they spawn higher up, you want to hold crouch. And they'll still be able to see you. they won't be able to shoot you. So now after you've killed it, you can release crouch. And that was the...
Thanks for your patience. Here's email fragment number 3.
No, except for that one. But you can kill that one with the disc. Alright. So I'm gonna skip this dialogue by pressing
Node deactivated.
The last two build notes are likely both up this platform. You want to spin to look at the 3 little things. Yep. There. Now that we have the permission to get this one, we couldn't get it earlier because we didn't have the correct permission. The ICP is going to run around the corner here shortly. Or hang back. First time I've seen that. So the last 2 build notes are here. You only want the permission 8, which is the first one, because the rest of these will not help you. More ICPs are going to spawn, but the only ones that we're going to be concerned about is the one that spawns here on the left, and the ones that spawn out on the data stream over here. And that's the end of that. For packet transport, you're going to want to equip your YAMP, your primitive charge, and your LOL gun. As you walk over to this bin, you're going to want to throw your disc to alert the ICPs on the bottom level. And you're going to want to kill that ICP there on the ramp and take his permission 3. And then we're going to leave out of the bottom right door. And hopefully... Okay. There's usually a build note here, but not always. The ICP will spawn up there. You'll want to select his disc on the bottom left. Spawn reinforcements. Sometimes he's standing close enough to the finder that you can kill the finder and the ICP at the same time. But that's not always the case. If you didn't end up killing them, you could end up throwing your disc through that gap there that I'm looking at. And you could get 3 kills there, because they will not see you. You're going to want his permission 4. Wow, can't believe it didn't see me. Well, no point in killing it then. Alright, you're going to want a quick save here. This is the only cart that you can do what I just did there. You can fall onto the ramp and then down. With the way the model is cut on the other trains, it's actually a flat surface, it's not a ramp. You've got to take permission 5 from this guy.
Searching primary drive partition.
And you're going to want permission 7 from him. Another ICP might run up the ramp here.
Nothing.
Perhaps not this time, though. So it looks like we get to escape home free. Sometimes there's a build note there as well. Alright, this is the level that you wanted the LOL gun for. Jump and interact with that one. We're going to go ahead and get that build note because usually there's one there where I'm looking now, but not this time. So not the greatest RNG. Oh, it's over there this time. That's like the worst spot for it, especially for the 100% run. Alright, so he will see us no matter what, usually. Alright, we're just going to ignore him then. equip, download the base dampening and permission 2 at the same time, because technically it only counts as slower download every unit of 10. So the odd number ones will download at the same speed as the
Node deactivated.
number increment beforehand.
Destroy the communication lines.
This part, since I don't have a lot of energy, I'm just going to keep my regular disc, but it's the same concept. There's going to be an ICP. My disc just went right through it.
Activating security resin station.
Alright, these guys just get in their face, but they try and hit you, and then you just get a free shot on them. Alright, for this part, you're going to want to use the LOL gun. Scope. There. My game lagged for a second. Alright. You're going to want to keep the LOL gun because there's 2 more ICP units that you're going to need to snipe. You're going to want to get comfortable with using the LOL gun because there are lots of other stages that will require you to use it. So once we leave and look over here.
Yes!
Alright, now you can equip the disc back. And you want to make sure to jump to skip that little gap because the time you save should allow us to reach the disappearing platforms here on the right just as we need to do that part. If not, we'll end up losing a couple seconds. It's not a big deal. But it looks like I did it correctly. Yep. So now I don't have to wait for this part. Alright, for this part, ICPs are going to spawn rather quickly.
Activating security resin station.
Alright, after you've dispatched the ICPs, you're going to want to find the yellow program, who is at the furthest point away. If he's crouching down, like cowering, you can just press F to interact with him, and it will,
Hi there!
he'll say a line like hi there, or hello, and then he'll walk over to this station, and activate the bridge for you, because we don't have the permission to do that. You're going to want the LOL gun for this part, because an ICP is going to walk out right here. And then there's another ICP right there. Except I am missing. So I'll switch back to my disc. Sad. Power Oculus. Alright, so we have 3.0.0.
Running!
Is that all of it? Of course it wasn't all of them yet. Alright. You'll know that you've killed all the ICPs once Mithria comes out of her hiding spot. right. You will need to be full health.
Reversing the defense
Or
protocols will
you
take
go
some
down
time.
here. Quick save and quick load to skip her dialogue. Probably gonna want the unwell gun for this part. Just makes it easier. You don't want to immediately walk off once the opening appears there. Because you will take damage,
replacement has
you need to
arrived.
be at full health.
I was supposed to retire 352 microcycles ago. Let me show you the
This
ropes.
guy's dialogue is short enough to where you don't want to skip his dialogue.
This is what rotates
Okay.
the Oculus.
Now we're gonna
Rotating
just
will
ignore what he says. We do not want to skip his dialogue because we want him to ramp. You're gonna want to hug the wall. So that you hit the ramp and not the ground, because if you hit any other part except the part closest to the wall, you will end up taking damage. Alright, then there's a finder drone there. We can skip over that part. Now, do not go through the portal until the message appears at the top of the screen saying that things are aligned, otherwise it'll screw up the entire level and you'll have to do it over again. You're going to want to go here and get the health. It won't be a lot, but you're just going to have to make do. You're going to want to upgrade the cluster and equip it. It won't matter all that much. You're going to have to fight a lot of ICPs.
Activating security resident station.
I've seen Tron.
Need to take any of the permissions or anything. Nothing is required to activate the last thing over here on the left. Make sure to quick save and quick save often, as everything does tend to go wrong. Alright, for this part, you're going to also want the LOL gun. You can jump out
Return
there,
to the control tower immediately.
skip the
You'll need to
dialogue,
protect the
dialogue again,
to the control tower.
and then walk over here and drain the rest of them. You're going to want a quick save, and then all you have to do is shoot them anywhere, and they will die.
Yeah.
And if you sit right here, you can see all three of the locations where the ICPs can run to. So you will see one run down there, and one there. Always kill the ones that come out of that little area first. Because they have the shortest path to Mathria. Doesn't matter where you shoot them.
Yeah.
Insta kills them all the same. Any weapon will instantly kill them. But the LOL gun, in my opinion, is the best.
Gun.
Missed one. Need energy. Alright. Last part. heard. Always shoot the Seeker in the head. Alright, I didn't have enough energy to shoot that one. What you're gonna want to do is snipe all of the resource hogs. Get full on energy. Once the yellow message appears, you can fire at the base of the Seeker, and he will take damage. That was really bad.
Yes!
They don't always spawn at the same locations. Once the green message appears, you know you've killed all the resource hogs. And the Seeker's been defeated.
Are they? I've heard rumors about Ian.
Look at all that dialogue we skipped.
I know Tron.
Skip him again.
I came this close.
And skip him a third time. And there you are. Alright, this part is the most frustrating part in the speedrunning.
Oh, and did I mention the tanks?
There's no way to guarantee results. So, see, both platforms were both immediately destroyed. I'm just gonna wait it out. I'm gonna choose the left path. I tend to have more luck when going to the left. I'm gonna wait for the platform on the left here to respawn. Down to this part. Just jump this gap. And you're home free. Jumping doesn't really help you avoid the tank shots, it just makes the tank shots harder to dodge, in my opinion. So you're going to want to crouch here and hide. Get them permission. Leave out over here. We're going to want that upgrade, so we're going to wait. Alright, we're gonna quick save, run up here, then you want to upgrade the cluster to gold. Ow. Once you reach here, the tanks will stop shooting you. That's all there is to it. Next part, you want to be as fast as possible and activate the terminals that are right here. Jump the gap, activate that one, jump the gap, and then the last one.
Node deactivated.
Always skip the dialogue.
I feel so irate.
The best thing.
Alright, we went for mission 5. This part takes a little bit of memorization. We don't need the other ones, but I just want it for the health. You're going to want to go around these loops 3 times, so we're skipping this first one. Alright, that's 2. We'll just get past this one. This one, the terminal will be on the right. Killed him. Don't jump off that platform, because you will take damage from the power spike. Yes! Actually, on for mission 8. 2. Now the turn will be on the left on this one.
Core setting 16.
Now we're going to want to go around 3 more times. So 1.
Power modulation unstable.
2. And 3. There won't be any more resource hogs. You're going to want to be max health for this next part. So, get the health. Get as close to max as you can.
Foreign code detected in arena sector. Activating game group 1.
Node deactivated.
It's a really hard part, but it can be skipped.
Got it.
Right, that was good. Alright, this part's very tricky. So for this part, you can actually skip this by jumping. Of course, I think I got stuck.
Warning. Surge fuses 1, 2, and 3 restricted.
Alright, I made it. Barely. But that's how you do it. Sometimes you can get through by losing less health than I just did. But it's really hard. Headshots,
Emergency power release routes also restricted.
And you're going to want to kill every resource hog in this room. Otherwise, they will come and try and shoot you while you're on this next part. Go ahead and get that build note. It's basically free.
To prevent component meltdown, the surge suppression circuits must be opened.
This part has a lot of smaller skips near the end, but this part is pretty easy. You just want to make sure not to overjump, and every time you reach a new platform, you want to quick save. So you're going to want to fall here, go on this platform, and then we're going to ignore this platform on the left, and jump. Alright, the next platform is going to come from above us. You're going to want to walk onto it or jump onto it. Quick save on every platform. Alright, you're going to want to be quick to get over on this one. Jump, and then quickly jump onto that one. Alright, this part is the most dangerous part. That's why. Alright, so you want to fall on that one, then that one. One misstep results in death on this part, so it's very tricky. Alright, then here, then you can fall here, here, and here, and get on the last platform immediately.
Power surge dissipated.
And you're going to want to put the yellow gun, look up, and kill the finders before you reach the top of this thing, so that you don't have to deal with them and the resource hogs at the same time. Alright, so you're going to wait till the platform slows down, and then you can jump and catch the platforms as they spawn. Alright. Take both of their health, and you can just walk and jump. Alright.
Program, please step away from the archive entrance.
My friend.
Sorry, this site has been designated.
Can you make an exception?
I'm afraid not.
Quick, name this.
I can't figure. Unable to.
That's the Tron legacy code?
It sure is, stranger. Beautiful, isn't it?
Why isn't it moving? Isn't it alive?
The code is not compiled.
Just grab the leg.
Skip every dialogue that you can. And once he activates it, run up here. Alright, we're still down 6 minutes and 50 seconds. Alright, for this part, you're just gonna want those things. The rest of it doesn't really matter. There's another skip in this level.
Low-level compiler at your service.
Can you help me?
Let's have a look. Tron legacy code. Most impressive artifact.
Well,
Sorry. No can do. The process is too long.
Alright, so you can jump on this. Jump to the left and then jump again. All hugging.
Attention, citizens.
And then
Parts of corrupted programs have entered the
then you
city.
can just wait.
The colonel has requested all programs. Good luck, Scripps.
Skip his long dialogue, and then you have 2 minutes. Stand there because they have no idea where we are right now. So we just have to wait. The rest of this level is very easy. Just be sure to quick save. Never know when something might screw up. Right, so we're gonna go over to this little upgrade thing. We're gonna upgrade permanent charge.
Get here!
yes!
Those guys, you can hit them in the head,
Thank you,
and it
sir.
turns to kill them, just like anything else. Whoops.
Node deactivated.
Pressed F too early. Happens to the best of us. You're gonna want to jump through the
is the DJ playing?
So we're gonna
Tough
talk
crowd
to him.
tonight?
Go up here and press more.
I think I do. What's on the playlist?
Because you're gonna need these permissions to talk to guests at the end of this level. And you press 2 on this bin. Usually what you need is the first option, but there's only a couple exceptions to that in this game. Then we're gonna want to go talk to everybody up here.
What is your favorite song?
I like Front Break.
Walk over here.
Excuse me. What is your favorite
Drop
song?
down here.
Track 6 is a great song.
Talk to this guy.
I'm taking a poll. What song would you like the
We're gonna
DJ to
just
play
make a
next?
loop on the bottom floor. Talk to
Excuse
him.
me. What is your favorite
Talk to her,
song?
but we
On the
will anyway.
compiler, join the club, honey. If you have code to the
What is your favorite song?
Her here, upgrade permit charge to go up.
I'm not really a music fan, but for some reason
Talk to the DJ.
Got a request?
Press
Play
2.
track 6.
Word, bro. That track is dope.
Alright, there's another good skip for this part. It's not really a skip, but it helps. Jump into this move and stand right here. See lots of those continuously throw their attacks there. Then you can stand here and just fire Don't kill the zealots on the bottom of the floor because they're not a threat to you. Well, but their attacks are if one does spawn on the upper level, you want to kill those. But otherwise, you can stay down here. I like our version number is and we have 4 of them. Alright, another light cycle level.
That's right, user. Run. It makes the hunt more
Node deactivated.
For this level, there's a lot of resource hogs and ICPs. So just wait until you get a clear shot. What you need is up here. Sometimes there's a resource hog here, but not always. There he is. Alright. You just activate that, go down the portal. Go down here. You're gonna want to go here to the right. Get these two permissions here. Then you're gonna want to go back here in this corner. Come on. There we go. Jump across the tops. I'm gonna grab the help. Make it here just in time. Alright, this part just run straight, activate, and then run. Alright, go back through this portal, turn to the right.
Attention! All programs flip current actions. This access code is offline and restricted. Illegal use of resources is punishable by immediate de-resolution.
This part, we're just gonna have to dodge a lot of ICPs. Alright, you're gonna want to get this health orb. Run down here.
Prepare for exit port activation.
Where am I going?
I'm not instructed to follow.
I don't understand how this is going to help my dad.
Unable to process your query.
This is another unskippable part, so you just have to sit through it.
Hi there, my name's Ted. What's yours? So, you work for FCON. Well, I guess we all do now. I'm curious, and do tell me if I'm being bothersome, but as I understand it, FCON deals mostly in information retrieval and storage. Why the interest in our humble company? Surely it's not because of our gaming department.
At least to my knowledge, there's
Say,
no
have you
way to
heard?
skip this.
Some of our top people are missing. Yep, Mr. Bradley just up and disappeared. Strange thing, his son is also
It's
missing.
like the longest
Even our
cutscene in
chief
the
of
game.
security, Mr. Thorne, has managed to
It's really
vanish into
interesting
thin
how
air.
the cutscenes
Truthfully,
in the
I
game
just
are
want to know if I should be
skippable,
panicking or
except
not. Well, it was nice talking to you.
I hope this works. What are you doing? That's not the exit.
Before we digitize any data wraiths, I want to make sure the correction algorithms fix the problem.
Will do.
Thank you, Mr. Bradley. You just solved a small problem for us. If he survives, our data wraiths can hunt him down.
This will never work.
Mr. Baza, please lead our distinguished guest to the digitizing pad. You should be ecstatic, Mr. Bradley. You're about to taste the fruit of all your hard work. Savor it while you can.
Live node deactivated.
This level is very frustrating. You're just gonna want the fire shield.
Share this message with the Colonel.
Yes, sir.
I went ahead and equipped my armor for the Colonel fight.
There's a large cluster of zealots up ahead. Those pipes
So for this part, you're just gonna want to run through, kill as many zealots that are on your direct path. Otherwise, you just gotta run right through. Just have a great way to get through this part. Nothing I found. Alright, so you're gonna want to go to the right here. So that the ghost thing doesn't get as many attacks on you. Alright, there's a level skip right here. Or at least a small skip. So I usually mess it up once. Or twice. But you want to do that. You can jump the gap. It's really hard to do. And you're going to want to crouch and aim for the mid shots. So that you can kill ghosts. You don't have to hit them exactly on the head, but the closer you can get to hitting them, like underneath their hood, is the best. There we go. That took a little while. The ICP over there will take care of any of the smaller zealots. There we go. We got our fingers crossed that nothing gets corrupted. There we go. Alright. Can't have everything that we want. All I basically need is for my YAM to not be corrupted. There we go. That's probably the last one. Yup. Alright. So we want as much health as possible for this next part.
Node deactivated.
280 is probably enough. Alright. Go ahead and grab that. So for this part, there's a small level skip. This one is an actual level skip. Come on. Alright, so what you do is you jump on the top. Oh my goodness, alright. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna reload the level. It's a really hard jump to do. a very hard job to do. It's an extremely hard job to do. Oh my god. This is aggravating. Come on. There it is. So you go down here, and you skip the level. Infernal fight, just go to the This part, you just get his face and melee on his face. His melee on his face. Do more damage. And you're able to just kill him immediately like that. Alright, for this level you only need the YM.
System function online. Component power consumption increased.
There's a finder right there. This part of the level, you just gotta be as quick as possible. Alright, we're gonna fall to the platform on the right. Then before this platform reaches the end, we're gonna have to jump the gap.
System function online.
Quickly jump back
Component
onto
power
the
consumption
platform.
increased.
Otherwise, you're not gonna make it in time. Jet travels at the same speed while moving in any direction, so it doesn't matter if you use strafing or running backwards, it's all the same movement speed.
Critical systems failing due to low energy reserves. Okay, that's enough. I'll help you.
Easiest level in the game.
Make your way to the modem port and I'll activate the dial-up number.
Grid access terminated.
I don't know why it does that. Alright, so there's an ICP that's gonna spawn right there.
Quit running!
In his face.
In your interface program.
Now for this part, you're just going to want to wait for this upgrade to go down a little bit, fall onto it, fall onto that, and then we're going to upgrade our power block. Those ICP encounters. So we've already maxed out our damage with cluster and primitive charge. We're gonna want the cluster for this next part. We're gonna need both of these permissions in here. Turn around. Stay to raise and spawn. And then same here. Then you're gonna want to switch back to the disc. Back to the cluster. You're gonna want to go over here. A couple more ICPs. I guess not. Alright. This level is very easy. You just want to run right through it.
Rings aligned. Stand by for ring configuration.
For this part, I want to run through spam.
Activating configuration terminal online.
I activate the left terminal one time, then activate the far right terminal twice.
Wait here while I clear the area of danger.
Activating
security. Whoa, what? That's very weird. I have no idea.
Launch status is Alpha. Begin preliminary boarding procedures. All data haulers and packet transports complete final landing tasks. Activating security resonance station.
That was the last one. Greater power block. Rather take the energy. So I need my LLO. some more will spawn later. But you can go ahead and get rid of the ones.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Alan just ran right in my shot.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's the server.
Impressive, isn't it?
I need a peek at the server's schematics.
Ah, an enthusiast. Right this way.
Alright, well that was unfortunate. Just more bad RNG. It's bound to happen from time to time. Now we just have to wait for them to slowly walk over here. As slow as they can. It's even long enough to trigger Jet's idle animation. Twice. Alright. So while we're running over here, we'll just take some energy.
Here we have the SPM-3T remote performance monitoring application.
Alright, so there's going to be 2 data rates. That spawn right there. And there. Need our LLs again.
Yes.
Want as much energy as possible, so it'll take a second or two. Now this part can be a little tricky. Actually, it's pretty hard. But there's an ICP that we're going to need to snipe, and throughout the entire duration of this next part, there's data rates that we also need to snipe. So this is where your proficiency with the LOL gun is really going to be mandatory for this part. Because if you just try and throw your discs at the data rates, they're likely going to just dodge.
Yeah.
See? Just got a headshot immediately. I'm really not that good, that was extremely lucky. But even so, you need to be able to do stuff like that in order to get through this next part as unscathed as possible, because every second you lose here is a second you're going to have to spend healing up or getting more energy later on in the level for the Seeker fight. We can actually switch to our cluster for the next part. The data rates will spawn after you've destroyed the first mooring amp, or the docking tethers, or they're mooring amps in the other level, but they're docking tethers here or something. Anyway.
Grid access terminated.
Top off on energy. So we're gonna quick save. Now this is where jet walking in any direction is important, because I can just spin around like that and not lose any movement. Data rates are gonna start to shoot me now. You can kind of see their shots and avoid them a little bit. Alright. You're gonna want to evade them. Come on, jet, jump. Then you're gonna want to snipe them as you ride this to not disc back, please. Great. So we're gonna need to go up here. Get these two permissions.
Grid access terminated.
Weapon cluster. There's a data ray. He usually spawns quicker than that. Alright. Oh, he got me. Alright, Seeker fight is very easy, but you want to be quick. You want to stand relatively close to it, so that you don't move as much, and he tries to lunge at you. Like that. This guy wants to move. This is crazy. And he's defeated. So if you can defeat him fast enough, like I just did, you can actually defeat him before the data raids spawn in to help him. And so they will not spawn in while we are on this little ride thing. So we're going to top off on energy, save, then activate it. Kind of wait. And that is why you max out your damage as fast as you can, because you can just fly through the boss fights like they're nothing. The primitive charge and the cluster are what you need to upgrade immediately after getting your Y amp maxed out, because the Y amp makes all of the out of bounds tricks possible. So the Y amp is the most important, and then you want the cluster, and then the primitive charge. Alright. For this, you're just gonna want those things. I equipped the viral
Launch
shield,
status is
but I
beta.
think I get one more chance to upgrade
All
stuff
data rate
before I
storage
fight the
templates
Epcon monster.
online.
But for this
Prepare
part,
for release candidate procession.
you're going to want to kill the ICP and the Finder, and then go get the permission that's in that back left corner. Sometimes I tend to do that, and I just wait.
Activating security resin station.
That is frustrating. I have literally never seen them spawn there. Anyway, whoops. 5. Alright. I guess that's what happens when you fail to get the resin station. Didn't notice that more would spawn. Usually if I miss the ICP, I can shoot the sentry and it kills him before he activates the thing.
Foreign program detected in central digitizing core.
Now we just wait.
Scans indicate illegal access to Mathria's primary functions. ICP units, investigate disturbance immediately.
Then you're just going to want to run right through. Left, then turn right. And left again.
Security systems operating efficiency reduced to 80%. Security systems operating efficiency reduced to 65%. Diverting power from energy gauges. Security systems operating efficiency reduced to 50%. Security systems operating efficiency reduced to 50%. Diverting power from fires. Security systems operating efficiency reduced to 25%. Security systems operating efficiency reduced to 10%. Diverting power from force fields.
That's it. We're gonna keep the cluster equipped. Helps kill the ICPs and the data rates faster. Whoops, forgot it was left and then right. Alright, quick save here, because this part requires jumping. You do not want to mess this part up. That was good. Alright, it's left. Yeah, left. That's right. Upgrade. That's why I put the viral shit. I forgot. It's to help against the F-Con monster. Whoops. Alright, we're gonna want to switch back to the disc. Don't want to accidentally
Activating security presence.
Alright. Because with the cluster you could potentially kill Alan.
Maria doesn't look very happy to see us.
I never would have seen.
What's our next move?
Fine.
So you can skip all of his dialogue. Then we need to skip
Dad.
Racing Team 1. Enter Training Grid Alpha. Racing Teams 2 and 3. Enter Training Grid Beta.
Dad, can you hear me?
Yes? Are you in trouble?
I think I've bitten off more than I can chew.
Racing second unauthorized program detected. Racing Teams 6 and 7. Divert to Training Grid Beta.
Do it quick.
I managed to restore Mercury's settings as they were before she got caught in the reform.
Grid access terminated.
quickly double back there to get the energy. Why have they not Not complaining, just surprised. These things are finicky. Alright. There we are. We're gonna keep the cluster equipped.
Warning. Operating system unstable. System crash in 30 microcycles. Normal shutdown procedures failing. Permanent data loss reported in microcycles. Emergency data tools activated.
Alright. Last part. This part has one last trick to it. The platforms don't fall in the set pattern. They fall in whichever direction you're going. So what you're going to want to do, when it gets to the part where the ceiling is falling, you're going to want to go to the right first, then quickly double back and go to the left. Alright. So for this fight, you're going to want these things. Go ahead and max it out, and then space it out.
Election offset matrix cached and
So that
functioning
corruption
correctly.
doesn't spread.
Trio, what's happening?
This is the
I'm
last part of
receiving
the game,
inconsistent output
so
readings.
there's no
The
reason
corrupted user
to
cluster entered the digitizing beam with Jet. Show
decorrupt any
complete the
items, so
procedure.
you're just gonna try and not get
They
hit
need to be removed
as
from
much
the
as
current
possible.
digitizing thread if we are to save it.
Understood, Ellen 1.
Do it quickly.
Jet, must find a way to route the user cluster to the system's auxiliary memory storage, or they will perish upon arrival. Individually functioning
Maria, bring my son home.
It's time, Joe. Alan 1 is waiting for you.
So had I done the Thorn's internal partition better, I could have saved about a minute there and not wasted 2 minutes on incompatible. I think sub 145 is still possible, so I'll probably do more runs later. But that is it.